welcome back to the Aviva Premiership Round 11 preview. We're back in the Premiership, Goode. I'm exhausted, my throat's gone. I was in Clermont at the weekend. Surrey won, didn't they?
Surrey did not win, Jim, you know that. And what's the score between you and I right now in terms of Accas?
Well, I'm blaming Surrey's, mate.
Blame Surrey, 7-2 to me.
7-2?
You're tired, but also clueless, aren't you?
I've been back in Surrey's, mate. Who would have thought they would have lost 7 on the bounce? Not me.
Well, no, not many people, actually.
I thought they were going to win.
I didn't think they were going to win, but I was impressed with their performance.
You were? You said they were going to get hammered.
Wow, should have. Anyway, should we get into our Accas?
Do you want to?
Round 11. Let's get into my Accas, yeah.
First? Yeah, you go first.
I'll go first. So my Accas this week, we've got Worcester to beat London Irish.
Oh, easy.
Well, you say easy, but it's the bottom of the table clash. It's a relegation decider, pretty much. This early in the season, Worcester have only won 2 games all year.
Been good, though.
London Irish have only won 1.
Not been
so
good.
It's 2 teams that are absolutely struggling, but Worcester's form is pretty good over the last few weeks. They picked up a couple of victories. They won at Welford Road a few weeks back as well. Hugard is a massive influence for them. There's rumours he might be injured again, though.
Really?
So that might go against me. But I expect Worcester to beat London Irish on their own patch. Massive ding-dong at the bottom of the table. Whoever wins this is probably going to look at staying up. And if Worcester win, I think they go something like 10 or 11 points clear of London Irish at the bottom of the table. So it could be a long, hard season for them after that. Then we move to my team, Wasps, Saturday. Wasps against Gloucester at the Ricoh Arena.
You've gone for Gloucester?
No, of course I haven't, mate. I've gone for Wasps. My team, Wasps, are in a bit of form. We've beaten La Rochelle last weekend.
Mate, Gloucester are second.
Gloucester are second. I think they've won, what have Gloucester won? They've won 5 on the spin or something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty special, Gloucester. Ackerman's done really well as head coach since he's come in.
Who?
The fighting man.
Mate,
the people's champion.
Dustin bought him and his son, Dustin up
Father and son scrapping. You fight with your son sometimes, do you?
Yeah, but we don't fight other people, we fight each other.
OK, so there we go. So, Wasps to beat Gloucester at the Ricoh Arena. Loads of injuries for Wasps, though. Tough one to call this. Elliot Daly out injured. Nathan Hughes out injured. Jimmy Gopperth out injured. 3 massive injuries for the team. But they're at the Ricoh Arena, where in the Premiership, they've been pretty invincible, unless you're Quins or Bath, who beat them earlier in the season. So, tough one to call, but I've gone with Wasps. And then we move on to Saracens against Leicester at Welford Road. I spent 10 years playing for Leicester.
So you've gone for Leicester?
I'm back in Saracens. We're with BetSafe. They're a principal partner of Saracens. Yeah. And I'm back in Surrey.
You didn't need to go for this game?
I wanted to.
All right.
Because I believe Saracens, after their performance in Clermont, yes, they were courageous in defeat, but the likes of Farrell were back on form. Jackson Ray had a big game as well. They've lost 7 on the spin. You include the Anglo-Welsh in that, right?
No.
You're not happy with that?
No. Well, you don't like the Anglo-Welsh?
I love the Anglo-Welsh. It's a great competition.
Include it then?
For young kids, yeah. Of course Saracens have lost 7 on the spin. I think Leicester have lost 4 on the spin, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. And that's gone unnoticed.
It has. It certainly has. So, Saracens, the form that they showed in Clermont last weekend on Sunday, they showed that Saracens bite, that grit, that determination, that ability to make it tough for teams to beat them. They won at Welford Road last year. I believe you didn't play in that game.
No, I didn't.
No, that's why they won at Welford Road last year.
Did they win at Welford Road last year?
They did. So I'm back in Saracens again to win that one. And then my final one, I'm going all the way down to Northampton Exeter.
And you've gone for your favourite team, eh?
Exeter. Of course I have. Exeter, they're top of the Premiership. They're in sparkling form in the Premiership. Yes, they've lost back-to-back games in the Champions Cup, but Northampton, they're in an absolute mess. They've lost Jim Malder, their head coach. They're in a losing run of, I think it's about 7 or 8 games as well on the spin in terms of defeats. Exeter are a confident team. They went to Dublin last weekend, should have beaten Leinster. A few dodgy refereeing decisions cost them dearly. And I'm going for Exeter to stay at the top and win away from home at the Franklin's Gardens.
Easy picks then, all round.
Well, I wouldn't say they're easy picks. I've gone for 2 away victories. So let's just recap through my Accas. We're going Worcester to beat London Irish at Worcester, Wasps to beat Gloucester at the Ricoh Arena, Saracens to beat Leicester at Welford Road, away win, Exeter to beat Saints at Franklin's Gardens. You can get that boosted price on betsafe.com of 4 to 1.
Absolute bargain.
That's a great bet.
It's a bargain bucket.
Jim, let's have a look at your Accas then, shall we?
Yeah, I've gone really hard. I've just picked the hardest ones out.
I bet you've gone 4 home victories.
Well, I've gone for the first one. I've gone for Worcester to beat Irish.
OK, so you're copying me again, Jim.
Well, there's not that many games to choose from.
No,
that are dead certs. For me, you mentioned Hugard, Francois. Their lifeline could be injured. He's their key man since he's played the last 2 games they've won. They've just looked a lot better than Irish. Been really disappointed with London Irish, to be honest. They beat the first game against Quins at the beginning of the season.
And then nothing.
And then absolutely 0.
Yeah.
Nada. Not seen anything.
Nada.
Is
he a good player?
Nil toi. I think he's on the wing, isn't he?
OK.
But yeah, I think for me, Worcester, not a dead cert. It's going to be a tough game. London Irish are going to know. They've had 2 weeks to prep. you know, similar to Worcester because of the Challenge Cup. They would have been, all their focus would have been on this game. I just think Worcester have got too much experience now.
I think a lot of nerves between both teams.
Yeah.
Be really interesting.
It's going to be a cracker though. It's going to be a cracking game. Maybe game of the week.
Possibly, yeah.
We'll see. So I've gone for Worcester to win that. My next one, my old club.
You've gone. Tell me you've gone for Wasps.
Mate, I have.
Yeah, of course he has.
I've gone.
He's a Wasp
I've gone
fan.
for Wasp, but mate, it weren't an easy one to pick. So this is a hard one.
Right.
A hard one to pick. Like you mentioned, Worcester in good form. Smashed La Rochelle at the weekend. They look good. Been very impressed with Gloucester over Ackerman. Sorry, with the adding of the Ackermen.
Ackermen, I like
Ackermen.
Father and son.
But there's an issue in there. There's an issue in the team.
Oh, there's a scrappy dappy do in town.
They've been scrapping on the town. They can't be thinking about playing Wasps.
Wow.
They're thinking about clearing their name.
I believe he was innocent. I believe it was the other people that have tried to cause a bit of trouble. He's a big lad. His son's stuck up for him. It's basically like you and I having a ding dong, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
I'd probably not win.
No chance. Absolutely no chance. But yeah, going for Wasps to win.
Thank you.
It's going to be tough though. Another tough game to pick. But we spoke about it already. We spoke about it. My next one, Sale to beat Bath.
Oh.
Believe it or not.
Another home victory.
Another home victory. Bath beat Toulon at the weekend. They nearly beat Toulon the week before, but they were rubbish at the weekend. Falatau's out injured. They just don't... They're one of these teams that run hot and cold. I love Bath. You know, I love watching them play. Defensively, they're very good, but Sale at home, we've seen all season that they are a very good team at home. Are they a very good team?
Yeah, they are pretty good. They did lose a couple early on at home, but their form switched. They smashed Gloucester about 6 weeks ago up at the AJ Bell Stadium. Yeah, Sale are a good side at home. Bath on the road. Rockingham-Gooney's injured, isn't he? Falatau, as you talked about. Yeah, I see where you're going there. Another easy home victory.
Could be a third consecutive win for Sale.
It could be.
So it says on the BetSafe stats that we've got right here. Or it could be a fourth, I don't know. So the next game that I've gone for, Newcastle.
That's a given, mate.
Mate, how bad are Quins? How bad?
Ship 50 at the weekend, didn't they, over in Ulster?
Ship 50, when they were fighting for pride.
Yeah.
That's what Kingston Town said. We're fighting for pride.
Yeah.
Mate, you've had 50 points put on you. Do you know what I mean?
There's not much pride there, is there?
Their one big game, as we know, is Saracens.
Yep.
So they're the ones that have done me in with the ACCA from the week before.
So yeah, you've got hatred for Quins again.
I hate them.
There we go.
I hate Quins. I don't hate them, I just dislike them.
Yeah.
Okay, big fan of Newcastle. They've not had great form, have they, this season? We like Newcastle. You obviously kept them up.
I did keep them up a couple of years ago. They started out the season pretty well. They won a few games at home.
Yeah.
Won a couple on the road as well. They won at Northampton last time out, I think, in the Premiership too. So they're a team that are getting better year on year. Certainly a lot better now than they were when I played there. That's fairly obvious. But I see this Harlequins, they don't travel to the less glamorous places as well as they do in terms of away fixtures. I'm agreeing with you there. I think Newcastle will beat Harlequins.
Yeah, so Newcastle are currently 8th and Harlequins are 7th.
Yep.
So they're going to want to make the top 6.
Cracking mid-table ding-dong.
Mid-table clash, yeah. Hopefully get into the top 6 like we mentioned. And that's it. That's all she wrote. So, quick review. Worcester to beat Irish, Wasps to beat Gloucester, Sale to beat Bath, Newcastle to beat Quins. And that's boosted price on betsafe.com at 9 to 2.
So yours are slightly better than mine, slightly tougher odds.
Slightly tougher?
Yeah.
Slightly better?
Well, I've got better odds. I've got shorter odds. So 4 to 1 is shorter than 9 to 2.
So you put a £1 on that, what'd you get?
£4.
Yeah, plus your £1 back.
Push your £1 back, yeah. £4 plus.
That's still, man.
Yeah.
Put
Put some zeros behind it, we'll make people money, right? But only if you follow my hackers, because I'm 7-2 up throughout the year. Don't listen to Jim. He's really struggling.
You notice I've not gone for Saris this week, though.
Why haven't you gone for Saris?
I want to. Yeah, we'll come on to that. Our featured game of the week. See what I've done there.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
OK.
There we go.
That's
our hackers. Check them all out on betsafe.com.
That's it. Principal partner. Saris. That's me, my team, and BetSafe. That's us.